What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're doing a new series. I think it's called Free Agent Target something. Something like that, okay? I don't know. You guys can comment below what I should call this. But basically, every single video, we're going to be looking at a new free agent prospect, breaking them down, telling whether or not they fit the Lions, and if we should sign them, and how much we should sign them for, and stuff like that. So I think this will be really fun. Probably a little bit short and sweet, but that'll be really nice to keep the videos. So we got a lot of long videos. So if you want long videos, we got a lot of mock drafts. We got some reactions. Those are kind of long. Like I got a 30-minute mock draft. Y'all can watch that if you want. I mean, it's good stuff, right? But it's actually a perfect mock draft. But let's just get right into this one. This is our first prospect. Okay, guys. Now, before we get into the video, I mean, we're already into the video, but I want to tell you guys a little story. Basically, last night I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming, right? I'm having a dream. Sometimes they're trash. Sometimes they're good. Usually, dreams for me feel short, though. You know what I mean? Like it's going, and then as soon as something big, I wake up and I'm like, dang, that was a short dream. Whether it was good or bad, it's like, oh, I don't know what happened. But then I'm kind of freaked out sometimes. So last night I have a dream. This was like one of the longest. Dude, this was a long dream. I literally thought I was awake. That's how long it was. Like, I know you always think you're awake in a dream because you don't know. But I was like, it was so real and accurate. Once I woke up, I can still remember what happened. I don't know how this happened. It was so, accurate to how real life is right now. Everything that was going on was so real. Basically, I had a dream where the Lions went to the Super Bowl this next season, right? With Matt Patricia. And they won the Super Bowl. And it was so awesome, right? They won the Super Bowl. I was actually at the game. Everything was so dang realistic. I was at the game, won the Super Bowl. I get home, I'm trying to record. I'm crying because I'm so happy. And then we watch Matt Patricia's interview, and he's just sitting there with his pencil, and he's not even smiling at all. Dude, it was so weird. But at the same time, it felt so real than any other dream. Honestly, guys, you know how sometimes dreams tell what could be happening in real life? I'm just saying, y'all, if it happens, come back to this video. But now let's get into it. I'm wasting your time. We're going to be talking about linebacker Cory Littleton. Yes, Cory Littleton, as you can tell from the thumbnail, is a linebacker coming from the Rams. Now, Cory Littleton, like I said, a linebacker, could fit the Detroit Lions in my eyes pretty well, and I'm going to tell you why. So linebacker is definitely one of the positions we're looking at. I know some people don't even know if we should address it or not because it's kind of a tricky situation, right? We don't know what Jared Davis. We don't know if we should stick with him or move on. We got a new linebacker coach, so that's going to mix things up a little bit. We don't know if we should just keep him or move on. Obviously, the Lions will make that decision this offseason. Jelani Tavai seems good to go. You have some other guys out there that are solid, right? Devon Kennard's kind of on the D-line, so I really don't even count him. But you got other guys like Christian Jones. You got some solid players, right, on the outside, but not really a great coverage linebacker. And I think that's what Cory Littleton brings to the Lions. I think that's why he would be a really good fit for us. And you could possibly just keep Jared Davis as your run stopper because that's not what Cory Littleton does. So he is one of the top coverage linebackers in the NFL. By Pro Football Focus, he was graded with 64.7 against the run and 82.3 against the pass. He did allow 104 passer rating, but again, he is a linebacker. And like I said, he's one of the best pass coverage linebackers in the NFL, and he's also known as one of the best off-ball linebackers in the NFL statistically. So that's really nice to see. So he's not necessarily an on-ball guy, he's an off-ball guy, but the pass coverage is what I love about Cory Littleton. I don't necessarily know if we need a linebacker that's a run stopper when we already had Jared Davis, because Davis, I know he whiffs on a lot of sacks, but he still is known for being a run stopper, not necessarily at all a pass coverage guy. Cory Littleton, on the other hand, he's a pass coverage guy, not great against the run, right? At least according to grades, he's not great against the run. Now, he hasn't missed that many tackles. He only missed one tackle last season, but he's just not known to be great against the run. But I guess he's not completely awful, so, he could get by. But it's the pass coverage that sticks out to me, and he doesn't even have to be a three-down linebacker. Some people say he only could be a third down, possibly second down, depending on the situation type of linebacker. And I'm okay with that because we do have the guys that can stop the run. Mixing Cory Littleton for me would be perfect. I know Matt Patricia loves the linebackers. He has so many of them that rotate in and out, and I think this would be a perfect weapon for him to use, okay? He reminds me a little bit of Isaiah Simmons. He's definitely not Isaiah Simmons, okay? That's not true. But if you're looking for a pass coverage type of linebacker in the draft, it's Isaiah Simmons. That's why everybody likes Isaiah Simmons. Now, I still would take Isaiah Simmons over Cory Littleton, but with the thought that I don't know if Isaiah Simmons is going to be our draft pick, I think Cory Littleton could help out a lot in similar ways that Isaiah Simmons would. For example, I think the Lions could definitely go Jeffrey Okudah at 3 or trade back, but even if they trade back, I don't know they're going to take Isaiah Simmons. So with that being said, I think a guy like Cory Littleton would be perfect for the Detroit Lions to get a lot of pass coverage. In 2019, in 16 games played, he had 134 total tackles. Obviously, that's really good. Not known as the best run stopper, but 134 total tackles. I mean, come on now. That's still good. 2 interceptions, 2.5 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries, and 9 pass deflections. So, pretty good stats you can see from Cory Littleton. And when you read about him and you read what he's good at, they say he can cover tight end seams and he can cover the running back out of the backfield. Those are 2 things that we absolutely need in Detroit. That's been a problem for so long. long is getting pass coverage linebacker, especially the running back. We know we lost games on that. We've lost games on our linebackers not being able to keep up with the running back. Now, usually they're automatically in a bad situation, but we've lost games because they can't cover them at all. He ran a 4.73, which is not bad for a 40, but it's the agility, it's the quickness, it's the play recognition, really, that Cory Littleton has that can help out a lot in the passing game. So he's really good at what he does when it comes to the passing game. He had 18 pass breakups in his last 2 seasons, as well as 6 interceptions in his last 2 seasons. So the numbers are there. He's putting up really good numbers from the linebacker position. The last guy I remember for the Lions that did that was DeAndre Levy. He had that one really big year for us. But I think Cory Littleton would be very similar. I know some of you guys actually like this guy because you talk about him in the comments below a lot. So I had to, kind of mention him. But I really am liking the thought of bringing in Cory Littleton this offseason. His coverage grade was a 90.6, which was 3rd best in the league. So he's really good at it, but he's not consistent, and he kind of struggles at the run a little bit. But again, I don't think that's our biggest need at linebacker is a run stopper, right? We have those. I feel like we have those. We need a guy that can cover out of linebacker position. That's why Isaiah Simmons is such an awesome prospect for all of us Lions fans. Now, defensive line, we could use a run stopper. Linebacker, we need a guy that can pass coverage, and this is that guy. So he does play a little bit more zone with the Rams, and he does make a lot of plays, but with his abilities and his skill set and his play recognition, he can play man-to-man. Covering a tight end and running back, he can do both of those things, and that's why I love the thought of bringing him into Detroit, because it's hard to find linebackers that can cover very well. And with all the man-to-man that we play, it would be perfect to get a guy like Cory Littleton, if not getting Isaiah Simmons. Okay, so I really do think he makes a lot of sense for the Detroit Lions. His projected contract is 4 years, $59 million in total, and a $36.5 million guaranteed. That's a projected contract by Rams, like if they extended him or something. So, it could be a little less, could be a little more. It's just projected, but that's the best I could come up with. He's only 26 years old. He was an undrafted player. I think he's a perfect option for the Lions at linebacker. One of my favorite linebackers so far because he brings you a different skill set. Going to get Joe Schobert's great. He's a really good run stopper, right? Joe Schobert is. We have that. So we don't have to get rid of Jared Davis. Now, if you go get Joe Schobert, then you get rid of Jared Davis. But if you keep Davis and you like him, that's cool. Keep him as a run stopper. Get a guy like this that can do the things that Jared Davis struggles with, and that is in pass coverage. And I like the thought of getting Cory Littleton as a Detroit Lion. So let me know your thoughts, comments below. When I sign him, thumbs up on that. Sometimes we'll have a thumb down. This time it's thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. And also, do you think my dream is going to come true? I think it might. It was so real, dude. I'm honestly still having kind of like goosebumps from that because I was like emotional in my dream. I was like, how is this happening when I woke up? Like, how? How is that happening? But it was awesome. Thank you for watching.